Hello you guys, how are you guys doing? So today I am going to be showing you guys the whole 9 yards about lashes. You're gonna need a couple of different things. I'm gonna be using these wispies from Pro Beauty Essentials, and they're 3D foam ink lashes. These are like $5-6 at TJ Maxx. That's where I got them. I don't know where else you can get these guys, but they're really nice. They're really subtle lashes. I just wanted to tone it down with my lashes today because I have a really beautiful look. So first things first, you're gonna need some lashes. You're gonna need some scissors just in case they are too long for you. You should just get like the smaller scissors. I just can't find those, so I grabbed these. Having an eyelash curler is helpful, and I'll show you how. You're gonna need some glue. This is the House of Lashes in black. This is one of my favorites. This is one of those glues where you could literally run, sweat, whatever, and it will not come off. Or you could use duo glue or whatever. It doesn't matter, just as long as you have a good lash adhesive. And then also you're gonna need either a tweezer or these are Kiss Lash applicators. And it's basically a tweezer with like a little U, and this really helps with placement. So if you're a beginner investing in something like this, it also has like a thing if you need to kind of pat them down and stuff. So investing in one of these, they're fairly inexpensive. I think they're a couple bucks at Walmart. This might be smart if you want to learn how to put on your eyelashes and not have so much hassle. So as you can tell, I already have liner on my eyes, and that's important because just in case there is a gap in between your real lashes and your falsies, you always want to have black liner so it looks pretty seen. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is always curling your lashes before you apply. Oh, also you need mascara. Using one of these will actually help lift your lashes so that they don't go like straight and then your actual falsies go up. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but it definitely helps in the application process. So next thing is mascara. I've already put on my mascara, so it's fine. The third thing is you always want to cut your lashes. I think these are already cut to my size, but you always want to trim them. The best way to figure out how much you need to trim is to grab it from the very outer edge and place the outer edge onto your lashes where it should kind of start. So I like my lashes to kind of start at like the curve of my eye. So I like to place them right there, and then I kind of know. And then whatever hangs off is something that you need to cut. So the next thing is grab your lash glue, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna place your glue on this side right here. You're not gonna put it on the top, you're not gonna put it anywhere, you're gonna put it on the inside of that band. And you'll see why in a little bit. So you're just gonna put some glue on that, and you don't wanna go too heavy with the lash glue. You want to kind of do like a thin line, something like, I can show you. So if you're dipping in, you kind of want to make sure that you kind of take off the excess, and then you just do like a little thin line, nothing too like, you know, intense or anything like that. Some people like to let the glue get tacky. I don't. I found that, yeah, you can. I just don't feel the need to, but for beginners, I would highly recommend letting it get tacky. So giving it like maybe, you know, 15 to 30 seconds to kind of dry. I usually like to blow on them, and they're usually okay. So you're gonna take the thing, and I like taking it from the inner edge. So what I'm gonna do now, and also the biggest thing about applying lashes is where you hold your mirror. So if you hold your mirror straight up like this, it's gonna be harder to figure out where the placement of your lashes should be. In reality, if you hold your mirror like this, lower, it's gonna show you exactly where your lash line begins and how far you are from where your lashes are, if that makes sense. So you're gonna take the inner corner and you're gonna look in your mirror like this, and you're just gonna plop it on. I like going in the middle first, making sure that that's sticking, and then kind of going in, grabbing the inner corner and kind of zhuzhing it exactly where I need it to be. And then grabbing the outer corner and doing the exact same thing. And voila. And then obviously if there's like a huge gap in between my lashes, this is great because you can kind of go in and pinch. And then go in and pinch. And go in and pinch again. So it literally will become so much easier if you do it like that. And if your eyes do start to water, blink it out, sister. Blink it out. Do not cry. And it's not that hard, especially if you do it a couple of times. The biggest thing is making sure that the middle part sticks, because if the middle part sticks, then you're gonna have like an easier time putting in the sides because it's not gonna lift from the center. So when you grab it and you kind of go in and you zhuzh it together, it's not gonna have a huge shine. So we're gonna do that with the second one as well. And this is why I don't let it get too tacky and like almost dry, because I like to be able to move them around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my mirror down here, all right? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push it into my center first. And if your hands are shaky the first couple of times you do this, don't worry. It's a practice thing. See, like this is way too in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab it and replace. And it's a great thing that we have that black underneath, because just in case the glue gets on there, it'll conceal it. So then you can go in with this guy and kind of, you know, push it down, pull it apart, anything that you need to do. So when you're looking down at the mirror, that's probably the most important thing, is if you're looking down, then you can definitely see the placement of exactly where you're placing your eyelashes. And then that, my friends, is how you do it. And never, ever, ever, ever put mascara on your false lashes unless you're just wearing them that time. That'll help improve the longevity of your lashes if you don't put mascara on them, because they won't get very gunky. I like using my fingers more than I like using the tweezers, just because I feel like I get a better applicator, and it's all about practice. Practice is the biggest thing. If you practice a lot more, you're gonna get a lot better. And my advice is that go ahead and cut your lashes to your desired size, and then right before you go ahead and take off your makeup, or like, you know, right before you're going to sleep, just kind of like practice placement and stuff like that, and that'll really help kind of expedite your process of knowing exactly what to do. And then, you know, then you can kind of figure out, are tweezers better for me, is this better for me, or is, you know, my fingers better for me, or whatever. That'll kind of help you gauge what you feel more comfortable with. But something like this is definitely a good way to start, because you have so much control over exactly where the band is going. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. It's not as hard as, you know, you might feel. It can be a little bit scary to kind of be like, oh, like, you know, to at least start, because some people don't know where to start. So now I'm glad that I can just kind of be like, oh yeah, I have a video on that. So I'm gonna try to upload this as soon as I possibly can, because I definitely want you guys to be able to have these tips and tricks and be able to go back to them as much as you guys need. But yeah, with that, this is the completed look. And I'm gonna have 3 videos about this. If you guys are interested in seeing, I did a full in-depth like base situation where I did everything of my base, and I talked you guys through it, and we went through everything that you guys would need. So that is that, and I will see you guys in another video super soon, and I'm gonna go continue to look at myself in the mirror. Bye guys. Mwah.